can I get problems in my back if, for example, if I'm doing deadlifts and my technique is not great, can I get problems in my lower back? Yes, you can. Yes, you can, because it's a complex movement. When you do deadlifts, you have to understand how to lift the weights off the ground, and you have to keep, we call a neutral back, a flat back. Yeah. You cannot let your shoulders hunch over like that. Yeah, you have to make sure how to lift, because if you don't have that right technique, you put a lot of pressure. You put a lot of pressure in your lower back because you're lifting weights off the ground. Yeah, and sometimes what happen when people are lifting these weights, they can lose the center of gravity, the balance. Yeah, and they try to compensate to lift the weights, and that's when you put pressure in the lower back. Yeah, so another exercise is squats. Squats is again, you need a great technique, because if you've got the weights, in your on your upper back, you need to understand the right movement. But again, you see, just popped to my mind here. You can do squats without putting a barbell on your back. um, you can do to take the pressure, because when you have the barbell with the weights, you putting pressure there in the lower back. Yeah, and if you have a problem, if you don't feel confident, you can change. You can do one exercise we call goblet squats. You hold the weights like this, close your chest, elbows in, and you squat. And you just make the movement up and down. This is the squats. Yeah. So what happens here is you take the stress off your back. Yeah, and you concentrate more in your quads, in your hip. Yeah, and you don't have a barbell on your back. So you see, when you have a problem in your lower back, if it is a sort of problem that allows you to exercise, you can use different exercises to keep strengthening your hip, your lower back. You don't need to put a barbell on your back. So you have to understand what exercise to do, and you need to understand the technique. So I did both. I did this exercise, goblet squats, and with a barbell on my back, because I was doing really light weights. I was doing more repetitions. Yeah, I worked with more repetitions just to keep strengthening my back.